I really did not see this coming. A few weeks ago, I randomly had 3 of my 4 Etsy shops completely shut down without any warning. And it was a domino effect after updating one expired credit card on one of the shops. I did the appeal, they denied the appeal, so I reached out to my connections at Etsy leadership. Etsy reopened the shops, which was great. But I can't believe I'm saying this, they got closed again. So at this point, I just reach out directly to Etsy leadership again, they get them reopened, but I wanted to figure out what triggered it, and I've come up with the perfect solution. This is something that I think every single Etsy seller should do right away. In this video, I will be giving you that solution. But first, let me show you what Etsy support said, and I think this reveals so much about what might be happening to a lot of your shops right now. What caused this shop to get shut down a couple of weeks ago? And I said, it's open because I reached out to my connections at Etsy leadership, but no one has told me for the reason for that closure, and I never got an email, which is true. They said, I would like to explain that your account was suspended for a few days due to security checks intended to protect your information and ensure everything ran smoothly. What? Like, I said, did something flag it? 2 of my other accounts were closed as well. So I had 3 shops shut down, and they said, I can confirm this other one was shut down for the same reason. But that 3rd account, they said it's not complete in the process. So they're going to escalate it in order to reopen it. And I said, well, can you see why it was closed? And they said, well, escalate it to the specialized team. I'd like to be honest with you. I'm unable to see the reason, Dylan. From this angle, it looks like they are able to see the reason for a closure once it's reopened. If an account is still closed and it's pending in this limbo situation, they're not able to see a classified reason. And they said, I would like to explain your shop experienced a brief hold to perform routine security checks. These steps help us keep your account information protected and ensure everything continues running smoothly for you. So what do you do if you get this hold to perform routine security checks and then they deny the appeal to reopen it? Every Etsy seller needs to have one basically insurance account. Sure, it's the $29 or whatever to open the account, but having a separate account, separate email, separate name, separate bank account, separate billing, everything separate is crucial for you to be able to have this access to the 24/7 chat from Etsy seller support. Not a backup to sell through, but a backup to get live support through. Because once you're locked out of your account, what are you supposed to do? That is when people start panicking, going on X or Twitter, whatever, and losing their minds, right? My recommendation is for every Etsy seller to open an account that they have maybe no intention of selling products through. It's just a seller account that you have on reserve as a communication channel if they ever perform a routine security check that shuts your shop down. Because it sure didn't feel brief when it was 2 weeks in. And this, by the way, was one of the accounts that we use as a test account for Etsy, my software company, so that we just have a shop to connect to it. So this is like not even a shop that sells stuff. I'll put a link actually in the description and in the comments for you to go ahead and click on to open a new Etsy account. Keep it as your reserve account, your backup account. Basically think of it like your seller backup communication channel to Etsy support. And that way, if this ever happens to you, it's been happening to me on repeat over the summer with several shops, that you have a way to escalate it to someone live and think of it like your insurance policy. And of course, if you're in my Etsy coaching program, you have access to me and I have connections where I can advocate on your behalf. But I think it's not a bad idea for every Etsy seller who's serious about selling on Etsy to have this other Etsy account that's not used. So remember, separate Etsy account, separate email, separate name on it, separate bank account details, separate billing information and address, all separate information. You're not going to get issued a 1099 because you're not going to sell anything through that account. You're not going to have to pay taxes or anything for this account. You just have it open as a backup communication channel. All right. I hope that tip was helpful to everyone here. If you like my channel, if you like real e-commerce strategy, subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you part of our YouTube community. And then I will see you in the next video or on one of my next free master classes. If there is one coming up, you would see the link to reserve your spot for it in the description. All right, everyone, I will see you next time.